Hello, this is Mr. Buffington from Simplify Academy, and we are looking at the Grade 6 Mathematics Fill the Gaps course. This course is used to answer the question, is your student ready for 7th grade? Is your child ready for 7th grade? A lot was happening in the spring. Maybe some concepts were lost. This is the chance to find out if there are any gaps and how to fill them using tutoring and extra practice. And I'll explain exactly what the tutoring and extra practice looks like after we first talk about how do we figure out if we're ready for 7th grade. So to do that, I'm going to actually look inside the course. Here's the website, Simplify Academy Thinkific Courses Fill the Gaps Grade 6. When you go to that website, it looks like this. And you're going to need to create an account. When you click on Free Preview, you'll need to create an account, and I'll show you why in just a second, but let's actually go to the course. When you land on this page, you'll click down here. For you, it will say Free Preview. For me, it says Resume Course because I've started it already, and as you see up top, I am logged into my account. I click Resume Course. When you log in, you'll see this at first, Grade 6 Pretest. It tells you what the pretest is all about, how to take this pretest, and the benefits of the pretest. The pretest is a free preview that shows if your student is ready for 7th grade. It covers all of the major standards for 6th grade mathematics. And this is why you need to create the account. I'm going to go to my pretest part 1, and you'll notice up here I am on question 29 of 30. When you have a login, it saves your progress. So if you're ever getting overwhelmed with the number of questions on the test, there's 30 questions on the first part and then 23 questions on the second part. If you're ever getting overwhelmed or you need a break, you can step away, and when you come back, your progress will be saved, which is really nice. All right, let's take a look at what happens when we take the pretest. First of all, I'm asked to factor out the greatest common factor of 30x plus 10. Maybe I'm familiar with that content and I get that one correct. All right, perfect. And then I go to this one and I'm asked to join like terms, and I kind of don't do that one correctly and I get it wrong. And that's fine. That's the point of this test, is to see what do I know and what do I not know. This test is not graded. It just shows you the results. And once we've finished all 30 questions, oh, look at that, I got 73%. You can look through and say, oh, I knew the information from lesson 1 and lesson 2 and lesson 3 and 4. And oh, I struggled a little bit with the commutative property. And then I struggled with long division and adding and subtracting decimals and multiplying decimals, right? For each question, it tells you the lesson and the unit where it comes from. So you can look at the test results at the end and know exactly the areas inside of the 6th grade US standards that you might be struggling. And that's exactly what we want when we take this test. Now let's talk about 2 different ways you can actually use those test results. The first method is to complete all parts of the lesson. So if you struggled with Unit 2, Lesson 1, long division, right? I obviously did, as you saw in there. Maybe I missed those questions. What I can do is look through all parts of the test and all parts of the lesson, and all lessons will have these parts. They will have a video lesson similar to my YouTube videos if you're familiar, if you follow me on YouTube. But the lessons will have direct instruction, guided practice, application questions, and for every step of every question, I explain why you're doing what you're doing. That's a really great part of Simplify. Then there's practice worksheet problems with full answer keys. And this is something else, this next tool that I love, the practice problems video solution. With the video solution, you get to see me solving all the problems that I ask your child to solve. Every single problem, step by step, giving the full solution. This is a great way to actually get all the information, not just an answer key, but why is that the answer? How did you get to that answer? Sometimes students struggle with this, and Oftentimes an answer key is not enough, so this is a great tool for your child. The final tool on there is a quiz. There's a daily quiz or a lesson by lesson quiz. There's 5 questions on the quiz. It's a quick way to show that you understand the material and you're ready to move on and try the next part. Once your child shows mastery on the quiz and finishes all those parts, it will give a blue check mark showing that the entire class or lesson is complete. This is a great way to keep track of what has been reviewed and what still needs to be reviewed. The other way that you can use this is for tutoring and enrichment. Now, I want to be clear, this is not a live tutoring session. This is using the recordings and the tools that I just explained to you to actually meet the needs of your child piece by piece. So let's take a look. There's no prerequisite lesson, so you can bounce around and your child can go wherever they need and just use the parts of the lesson that are necessary. Here's an example. Let's say I wanted to open up a lesson and just use the worksheet. You can absolutely do that. You can use the worksheet and answer key and say, you know what? I get it now. I'm ready to move on. Or you might say, you know what? I need more instruction on this. I'm going to use the mini lesson and then take the quiz. Or I struggled with that worksheet. I'm definitely going to use the video answer key. You can use any of these 5 tools in whatever way meets your needs. And the great thing about the quizzes that I haven't mentioned yet is that they do have question banks, meaning that your child can take the quiz several times and will get a variety of questions. It's not going to be the same quiz every single time. There are other ways that this course can be used, and I think the only limit to the number of ways it can be used is the number of students who sign up, because everyone comes here for a different reason, and these courses can be used in a multitude of different ways. So I hope that this video has been helpful for you, has shown you some of the ways that the course is used, and that you see that this course could be a good fit for meeting your students' needs, finding out where the gaps are, and getting the resources to help fill those gaps. I hope that was helpful for you. Have a wonderful day.